I'm Tommy C, and this is Get to the Point News. And that is the last time I will be saying it. When you start a project such as this, especially if you have something even mildly established on YouTube, there is always a risk that it might fail. When you go about it, there should be no fear or even way of thinking that it would. That is much the way that I've approached this project from day one. Unfortunately, the worst case scenario happened, and I have decided to close this project, Get to the Point News, forever. The truth is, I've been thinking about closing this project for the better part of the last 3 weeks. And after talking to some of my close friends and some of the folks on my news team, I think I'm better fit to bring these type of stories on my main channel, Tommy C's SFTP, rather than actually bringing them here. One of the main reasons for that is a severe lack of interest and the fact that I have invested upwards of $1,000 into this particular channel, and I have yet to break the $100 threshold, even approaching 200,000 hits. While that may seem like it's 100% money motivated, the truth of the matter is that I cannot afford to let my main channel kind of flounder, and I'm not very happy about my performance there, and devote this much time to this particular project. It's just a bad use of time. Like I said before, I was taught in the Army that you get it in your head that you don't fail under any circumstances. But I was also taught to use your time effectively, and that's not being done here, unfortunately. Now, I plan to bring a lot of the aspects of Get to the Point News to Tommy C's SFTP, as far as commentary and news updates. I think I'm going to be doing it all there. But with the lack of interest, the inability to get in the recommendeds, and at some level, we were hoping that a larger YouTuber would take some interest in the channel, and that simply never happened. Now, personally, I could say that that's not 100% true. We did have 100K YouTubers show interest in this channel. We had a spectacular and free shout out from I Hate Everything to help get this project off the ground, and we're absolutely and totally 100% grateful for those shout outs. But it simply wasn't enough to justify the amount of time that I'm personally putting in this project. I have to say I'm sorry to a few people. First and foremost, the news team. I know a lot of you guys are going to be caught off guard by this. Some of you won't be. And all I can really say is that you have been such a valuable resource, not just for this channel, but for my own. I don't have the time to not only stay up all hours of the night and report on a active shooter in YouTube headquarters, which was probably basically the final straw. I wasn't able to get out that very important story the way I wanted to, because I simply cannot stay up all night screaming on a microphone. I live with other people, and I've cut a deal with them, and it simply would be violating that agreement and threatening basically doing live streams and videos altogether if I continue to violate that agreement. So to you guys, I say thank you. And not only that, don't go anywhere. I need you. We're going to continue to do this same kind of work on Tommy C's SFTP. There are going to be more videos uploaded over there. There's only 3 podcasts a week, but that actually frees me up to do different things like skits, news updates, and things of that nature on Tommy C's SFTP. So to each member of the news team, especially because I've been working closer with you in the past 2 weeks than I ever have, and I want to continue that. And I just wish you would stay aboard and continue to do the type of work that you're doing to help my main channel actually transform into something that could potentially be a lot better. You, the news team, have kept this project going longer than it probably should have in the begin with. This was a really hard decision, and you guys were first in my mind, because I don't know anybody else that believes and sacrificed more of their time for this particular channel than you. I can't thank you enough. I need you to stay aboard, and I will be talking with you each individually if you show desire, in a voice chat so I could explain it in further detail and also explain to you really good reasons to stick around. My other thank yous go out to, of course, the talent team. Illuminati, otherwise known as Sarah J. Warren. Certainly Crimson Studios, also known as Johnny Blitzer. And John Scream, or Phil Scream, or Dan Scream of Around the Tube News. And unfortunately, the newest member of our team, Zaldi, who's done a spectacular job with the last segment that he produced for Get to the Point. I thank you so much. Each one of you are so talented and so underrated, and I encourage everybody from this channel to give your channels a chance. I'm going to leave this channel up very simply for my own amusement and maybe some of you, and as a bit of a memorial to a project that I really grew to love. So if you guys could do that, make sure you go in the description box below and give each one of these channels a chance. That would be Illuminati, Around the Tube News, Crimson Studios, and Zaldi. They're all up on the front page. Please go give them a sub. Thank you so much for everything that you've contributed and sacrificed. I'm deeply sorry that the project didn't work out, but I do have to make this decision for my own channel, my family, and quite honestly, my sanity. And when I say my sanity, there was a demographic shift last summer. When I first got interested in the skeptic community and the YouTube commentary community, I felt that at that time that a good portion, with the exception of Leafy is here, of the skeptic and the commentary community, which between the ages of 16 and above. I think when Jake Paul got popular last summer, that demographic shifted to about 11 and 14. I am not cut out nor interested and not able to entertain people of that age. It is not my... I can't do it. If I was that age, I wouldn't be interested in what I'm doing, and I'm certainly not interested in pretending to be younger than I am and interested in things that I am not. This type of channel absolutely 100% forces you to run with headlines like with Rice Gum, FaZe Banks, and Jake Paul. And while I am interested in certain aspects of their career, I am not interested in constantly reporting on their abominable behavior and their stupid mistakes. It simply takes too much of my time, and I am spread much too thin, and I believe my time would be better focused on my own channel and other projects and things that I actually enjoy and are actually interested in. And I think my main core audience would be a lot more satisfied if I do that. I've heard it several times before, but when you start a project, you don't think you're going to fail. In fact, that's a great way to fail, again, if you think that way. That being said, uploading an episode of Get to the Point and finishing it and looking at it, basically looking at a finished project has been one of the most satisfying things that I've ever done on YouTube. It feels great when I can say, back to you, Johnny. It is a fantastic feeling. The finished Get to the Point product is just, it's exhilarating. Unfortunately, again, it takes too much of my time to get those episodes up. And really, with the last situation with this YouTube shooter at YouTube headquarters, I really wanted to do a lot more, but I simply couldn't. There isn't enough time in the day. I don't live in North America, which would be a huge advantage. And my time would be better spent elsewhere. And I do believe at the end of the day, the amount of time that I have put into this channel has affected the quality of Shot from the Point. And I think that also led for me to do 3 podcasts a day rather than the 5 days a week that I was normally used to doing. So I'd like to recommend, if you still want to be updated, that Tommy C, me, will be doing commentary videos and news updates on Tommy C's SFTP in an SFTP style, which is what a lot of you wanted to begin with. This project was extremely ambitious. The idea to have satirical characters report real trending topic news was a huge risk, but I wanted to separate myself from what other folks were doing. And I think as far as what's in the content, I successfully did that. I did something different in the spectrum of YouTube. And it's been done before on channels and things of that nature. Comedy Central, The Daily Show would be a perfect example of that. But it's never been done on YouTube with this particular style of trending topic news. For that, I'm very proud, and I really wouldn't change a thing. The other value I got from this is I learned how to make videos better. This is something that I'm going to take back to Shot from the Point. And while I'm going to be doing live streams or podcasts, whatever you want to call them, I'm going to be making videos in there. And the experience that I got from Get to the Point is invaluable. It's really, really tremendous. It also allows me to collaborate with other videos, with the other video makers and other folks I know. Wouldn't it be interesting if me and somebody like Willie Mack or Turkey Tom, or maybe even I Am Alex or Wild Spartans would be willing to do what other commentators do and frequently collab with each other on certain subjects they're both interested in. I think that's much more. I think that's much more of a possibility now than it would be with Get to the Point, which is very stringently based around the cast of characters, and it just leads me to, I think, a lot better opportunities, and I also think it will improve the quality of Shot from the Point, because I won't be spending so much time focusing and worrying and really counting my clock till the time that I have to pick up my son, where I have to get something done. In that amount of time, I can be focusing on things like my arcade channel, and making gaming videos, which I'm really interested in doing, making commentary videos, skit videos, all those types of things. All these things that I learned here. And again, that's why I'm going to keep this channel up. I'm keeping this channel up because it's a monument to something that I'm very proud of. This was not a total loss. It was a learning experience, and hopefully it's also a ladder as well to lead me to things that maybe have nothing to do with trending topics, lead me to something. Well, here's the truth of the matter. You want to get big on YouTube, you got to get on a trend that's popular. And the best way to do that is to do that naturally. Take Ninja, for example. He put it all into Fortnite. Fortnite blew up, and he's the beneficiary of Fortnite blowing up. I can't do that if I'm so stringently boxed into trending topics. And this allows me to do more in the future. I hope my explanation was enough for you. There are so many people with a guaranteed 1,000 hits on this channel. There is anywhere between 1,000 and 1,500 people that absolutely love this channel and are going to miss it severely. I apologize to you personally, but I think I can do something like this on my own channel. And if for some reason you found this channel first and you're not a fuckhead and you're not from the Shot from the Point team, I highly recommend that you go sub my channel, Tommy C's SFTP, which does podcasts and now commentary and other things. I apologize to you. Thanks so much for supporting me and supporting this channel, supporting the style of the channel, never giving up, being nothing but encouraging. But again, this is the best move, I think, for me, Shot from the Point, and it was not a total loss. I've learned plenty of things. So with that, I'm going to sign off and probably say sorry one more time. I'm sorry. This has been Get to the Point News. Thank you so much for being a part of this great project. I will look back at it with nothing but good memories and good feelings. I'll see y'all on Shot from the Point. I'm Tommy C, and I'm out of here.
Uncle Rick, Daddy says he can drive you home.